Financial management can be aptly illustrated by comparing caviar to sardines. The average price of caviar per 100 grams is approximately €230, whereas the average price of 100 grams of sardines is merely €1.50. Is the nutritional value identical? No. In many cases, sardines are actually superior, and where they fall short, one can simply consume 2 tins of sardines to compensate for any nutritional deficit, all while saving nearly 100 times the cost. A lack of financial acumen arises when one fails to apply the logic of whether a significantly cheaper alternative serves the same purpose. Consider, for example, the purchase of spectacles. Would a pair costing €3,000 allow one to see any better than a pair costing €1,000? Would a pair of shoes priced at €100 provide less comfort than those priced at €1,000? Would a vehicle costing €10,000 be any less capable of transporting one from point A to point B than a car priced at €30,000? The fundamental question one must ask is, what are my priorities? Is my focus on owning a functional vehicle, quality eyewear, and comfortable shoes, or am I merely indulging in ostentation? Financially, there exist certain essential expenditures that should take precedence. These include high-quality food, necessary medical care, and stable housing. Housing is a fundamental necessity and, as such, should be secured at the earliest possible opportunity once a stable income has been established. Ideally, by the midpoint between one's first and last salary, this essential asset should be entirely paid for, ensuring financial security in later years. Gimmicks, gadgets, and trinkets are unnecessary luxuries. Every purchase should be accompanied by the question: will this item still function in a decade's time, and will it have appreciated in value, or will it become worthless? This consideration is particularly pertinent when acquiring a vehicle, another essential. Will your car, whether it costs €10,000 or €100,000, still be operational in 10 years? If not, why not opt for the more economical choice? Furthermore, a more expensive vehicle often incurs higher maintenance, servicing, insurance, and fuel costs over its lifespan. Thus, the cost differential extends well beyond the initial purchase price. At the end of a decade, both cars may be worthless, but the more expensive option will have drained a significantly larger sum from your finances. 2 viable alternatives exist. Opt for a reasonably priced new car or a long-term hire that includes maintenance, thereby eliminating unforeseen repair costs. A prudent financial strategy dictates that purchases should be long-term investments. The longer an item remains in use without requiring replacement, the greater the financial savings. If working within a constrained budget, one should avoid purchasing low-quality products. Instead, invest in durable goods or, where possible, choose affordable alternatives that provide the same utility. Only those driven by vanity indulge in excessively priced, non-essential items. Such individuals often fail to allocate funds towards life's true priorities, as they squander resources on items designed to impress rather than serve a practical purpose. Furthermore, buying anything today with tomorrow's money is financially reckless, unless the purchase is a property which appreciates in value. One of the greatest financial deceptions lies in endowment policies and similar savings schemes. The reality is that much of the money invested in these schemes is absorbed by administrative costs and commissions for sales agents. A wiser approach is to invest in assets that appreciate over time, such as property and, in many cases, gold. Life expectancy today suggests that upon retirement, one could live for another 20 years. Conventional pension funds, even after 40 years of contributions, will not sustain an individual through 2 decades of rising living costs. However, if one has invested in property, that asset remains. Whether sold or rented out, it provides a stable source of income at the prevailing monetary value, shielding the investor from inflation. While pension policies may appear lucrative at the time of purchase, their actual worth upon retirement is unpredictable. The simple truth is that unless one were able to save the majority of one's salary throughout their working life, a pension will never suffice. Conversely, purchasing property with a fraction of one's salary ensures a secure financial future. Not only will the property retain its value throughout one's lifetime, but it can also generate rental income for years to come. The only individuals who truly secure their financial future are those who invest in property. Storing fresh foods in deep freezers, does it truly save money? Firstly, the power consumption required to operate the freezer must be factored into the overall cost of the stored goods. If one intends to freeze food for 6 months, the cost of running the appliance during that period must be accounted for. However, this is not the sole consideration, as the nutritional value and flavor of the product at the time of freezing will inevitably degrade over 6 months. Conversely, stockpiling non-perishable items purchased at discounted rates can yield genuine savings by shielding one from inevitable price increases. Yet, a common pitfall is acquiring such goods using credit cards or other credit facilities. Consumables should never be purchased on credit. Credit should be strictly reserved for acquiring assets that appreciate in value, such as property. No other items should be financed through credit unless they are indispensable, such as a vehicle or machinery essential for earning a livelihood. A deep freezer costs approximately €37.50 per month to operate, amounting to €225 over 6 months. The question arises, does the deterioration of frozen fresh food over this period justify the supposed savings, or does it, in reality, lead to financial loss? Throughout my 28-year career in financial management, I gained extensive expertise in prudent financial planning. More importantly, I was raised in extreme poverty, surviving on less than €5 per month for all necessities. Yet, here I stand today, a testament to the value of financial discipline. If you have found my financial advice insightful, please feel free to comment.